Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm good. Oh, sorry. Hello and welcome back to Indiana Hockey Broadcast. I am Barbara Holsclaw alongside Zach and Andrew as our play-by-play. We are approaching Game 2 for Indiana versus Michigan, and let's take through like what happened last night. The Frank was packed. Pi Beta Phi was here for their philanthropy, and when I say the crowd was electric, it was electric. If you didn't see the game last night, definitely go back and watch the recap. It was phenomenal. Right in the beginning, it became very clear that Michigan was in for a fight and a win. We had several players fight on both sides with some colorful language, I am sure. Two key players last night were Rosenberg and Ethan De Lorenzo. They were truly leading Indiana like the seniors they are to secure that 7-3 win. Even though it looked like an even game at the start, the second those three players really made it clear that it was no longer go blue, but stop blue. Connolly, Rivera, and Przecki were definitely the forerunners and the most active for Michigan last night and definitely caused some trouble for the Hoosiers, but Indiana still came out on top, and that Michigan bench and penalty box were not happy at all. Indiana is planning on replicating their success today at the Frank at 1:30. That's all I have for right now. You're about to go head over with Andrew and Zach for the play-by-play. See you guys later.
From the Frank Southern Ice Arena in Bloomington, Indiana, this is Indiana University Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Good afternoon, everybody. Live from Bloomington, Andrew Hillsman, Zach Saporito, Barbara Holsclaw here to bring you the second of two games this weekend between your Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Zach, a big win last night with a packed-out crowd in front of these fans.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't here, but I was watching the stream, and I could hear the energy in the Frank, and honestly, quite a big crowd again today to stand out for the Hoosiers to see what they can do if they can get a third sweep in a row following the last two series. So gonna be an exciting game. Got a little antsy near the
feisty, towards the end. We're underway. Here we go.
That continues.
So Michigan takes the draw, and now Timmons will play it behind his own cage. So we'll get started, and this one goes straight out of play for our first whistle of the day. It'll be an offensive zone face-off as it went out of play in Michigan's offensive zone. Starting netminders Aiden Flanagan making his second career start. He got the win in the second game in Columbus last weekend as Indiana wins this draw. The other side, it's the same guy from last night, Martinez Yurchikonis for Michigan. Grimes starts things off. Upcoming Schmidt. Schmidt, he fires. Glove save by Yurchikonis.
Yeah, definitely will be interesting. Yeah, see if that feistiness continues into today.
Yurchikonis had a really solid first period last night, and then Indiana figured out how to best him in the last two periods. They won last night 7-3 as Indiana controls the draw. Dump off for Timmons. He shoots from the point. It was blocked before it could get to the crease. Last night's game started out really physical as well. This has not been that way thus far, but these two teams did not like each other last night. Here's Schmidt working against Glenn for the puck, and instead it'll be Timmons who picks it up. Rather, that's Gabe Reindl, who didn't play yesterday. Reindl working on Cohen for the puck. Cohen gets through. Fights through a couple of stick lifts. Flanagan makes his first save of the day, and he gloves it for a whistle.
Yeah, and also not to mention the only period that went in Michigan's favor happened to be the first period. See if that continues today, if they can mirror that. They can start off strong.
It's Jack Glenn who scored first in that game last night. Hoosiers win their own defensive zone draw, and will get it out of the neutral zone. Good play by Jake Rock. He gains the zone and is then bumped off. And it falls to Rosenberg down low. Centering pass, it got cleared away. Hoosiers still trying to keep it in. They won't be able to do so. Pizzuto's fighting for it, and instead Rock plays it off the boards. Hoosiers will not take a line change at the moment, but instead will reset their defense. Big hit in the center at the blue line, and Pizzuto's going to send this into the zone. 18:39 to play, nothing to score. Turnover in the offensive zone. Centering pass for Rock, links to Rosenberg. He dekes around. Rock shoots. It got kicked away. Right in the slot. And Jake Rock couldn't find a good shot off of it. Here's Byram, rather Ruffner. Ruffner near side. Leaves a dump off, instead fakes to Rock and takes it all the way around. Rosenberg corrals off the boards, finds to the point. Slapper from the point, tipped in front. Rock's there, he couldn't get a stick on it. Pass moved ahead for Jordan Rivera. Rivera gains it in and throws it on net. It goes wide. As Michigan changes lines, Hoosiers forwards get on the ice as well. It's Andrew Chambers and Patrick Brandenburg line. Turnover in the zone. Shot that got skated away by Myers. A good one taken by Doug Stiles. Hoosiers trying to go the other way. Brandenburg works through a couple of Michigan bodies. Regains control at the blue line and instead shoots out to Slavin, who throws it in. Poke in front, puck's loose. It couldn't go in. Misplay from Yurchikonis, and the Hoosiers can't capitalize. There's a broken stick on the ice. Michigan takes it over. Glenn looking for a shot on goal. Good defense by Byram. Around the corner, and a whistle as Flanagan covers it up.
Yeah, a little bit of physicality over there by the Hoosiers net. Over on the Michigan end, I thought we were going to maybe see something a bit more, but nothing yet. Two really close calls for a goal. When Rock right in front of the net, I thought that had some possibility going in, but weren't able to capitalize off that.
Mitchell and Chambers contest the draw. Mitchell wins it, but Indiana takes possession. Here's Rajko Maric. Throws around his own cage for Byram. Back to Maric. Flipped ahead, and Slavin left it for Chambers. 2-on-2, heading into the zone, cutting the middle. Cross-ice pass, shot! Save, still loose and batted down by Jack Glenn. Turnover in the middle. Hoosiers can't keep it in the zone, and maybe upcoming a breakaway. Instead, Byram pokes it away. through the legs of Chambers. Glenn tries to keep it in possession. Can't do so. Dump off pass from Luke Slavin to Andrew Chambers. He gets bumped off. Puck still loose in the middle. And Brandenburg looking for a centering pass. They'll loop around again. Fresh D-line on the ice for the Hoosiers. And clears the zone. Grimes has some trouble with it. Goes off the boards in a odd way, and Slavin fights through. Off of Brandenburg's skate, and it is left for Will Jeremy. First time we've seen the top Hoosier attack line on the ice tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Here comes Jeremy with a lot of speed. He shoots. It was blocked into the netting. Good block by Will Friedman.
Yes, I'll block up into the net. But, yeah, I mean, both teams seem to be mirroring each other so far today. Nothing too exciting yet. I got to say, it's nice to be back here. First time since the beginning of November. Makes me happy to see some Indiana hockey in person.
And a lot of fans have come out for this one. Pretty good turnout. As a whistle for icing. And let me tell you, I went out to call these games in Columbus. The first game, not great for the Hoosiers. They got the win 8-5, but they allowed 3 shorthanded goals in that one. Second one, completely different story. They turned up the heat on Saturday, and Aiden Flanagan got his first career win, made 35 saves and only allowed 1 goal.
It's quite impressive. We'll see if he can continue that impressive start to his collegiate career today.
Again, this is his second start of his career as a puck thrown on net by Feinstein. Didn't find anything. Here's Hutchison. DiLorenzo tried to press, moving the other way as Feinstein and taken away by Jaegers. Popped up, enters the zone. DiLorenzo bats it down and loses it. Works with Pizzuto, cross-ice pass, goes off the boards for Myers. And then immediately dispossessed, loose behind the cage, and then Friedman. Turnover in the neutral zone. Pass from Jeremy to DiLorenzo, tried to center it for Jaegers, couldn't do it. Pizzuto, a clapper, blocker save. Good shot from Pizzuto.
Yeah,
Jeremy controls around the cage. Looking to center it, Michigan will clear it away. Here's Friedman. Dumps off for Feinstein. Puck dispossessed, Pizzuto looking to man things ahead. Pass from Burke, gives to DiLorenzo. Sends it way on, and Hoosiers get a new platoon.
Yeah, decent shot opportunity there by Pizzuto. Nice slap shot. Just couldn't target on.
Timmons leaves this one around for McClure, or rather Grimes. And here's Ryan Burke. Backhand pass for Grimes. And Randall there as well. Hoosiers will take their time with 14:50 to play. First period, nothing to score. As Brady Ford, who didn't play last night, fights through a little bit of a screen. Puck sits down and now shoots into the neutral zone. Ford trying to move it ahead, and it's chipped into the zone by Brady Ford. Big hit against the boards, an excellent one from Ford, laying the hammer early. But Michigan trying to move the other way. Shot from the point, goes wide. That's taken by Tim Lazowski. Hoosiers will connect. Timmons loses his stick, and the Michigan guy kicks it away. Whistle upcoming for icing.
Yeah, good physicality, I guess, to start the game. Brady Ford, nice slam into the wall over there. And nothing to make of anything too much so far. No real breakaways or anything off of the pushes. Well, see if anything can materialize.
Near side draw to be taken by the top line center. Emmett Mitchell, who scored the second of Michigan's 3 goals last night. He wins the draw, throws it on straight into Flanagan's chest.
It was quick action, quick stop by Flanagan.
Who's shown really for a guy who wasn't even eligible to play last year. He didn't turn 18 until towards the end of first semester, and now eligible to play in the ACHA. Has a really nice start to his career thus far as a Hoosier. Rosenberg's going to start things off as he works through Glenn, one of the better puck handlers on the team. Hooked away, this is Rock. Rock, cross-ice pass, right side point, thrown on net. Rosenberg collects. Able to keep it in the zone. Rosenberg tries to play it off the ice. Rock's still there, puck loose, Rock possesses. And Asher Connolly will try and poke things out. Instead, it's going to be Avelo Cohen who does the same. Byram. And with just 7 minutes played. Turnover in the zone. Ruffner, he shoots. Puck loose. Controlled behind the net by Rosenberg, and he'll flip it around the boards. To the left point, now right point. Byram, he shoots. Puck still loose again. Hoosiers getting shots on. Up to the point again. Byram throws on a net, straight into the trapper, Yurchikonis.
Yeah, some good pressure applied by Indiana just in the last minute there. Nothing, again, able to get in the net, but still definitely applying some pressure to Yurchikonis. See how he can handle up on that, especially as they tally up some shots against him. That'd be the hope.
Well, certainly if you're an Indiana fan, looking for this team's looking to take their 6th straight win and their 3rd straight series, or 2-game series sweep, stretching back to December of last year. December 24, picked off. Here's Myers, throws it ahead in the neutral zone for Chambers.
Yeah, December 12th against Louisville would be the beginning of that streak.
Centering pass, shot that went up, still loose, batted down. There's Jeremy as well as, or rather Brandenburg as well as Chambers. Cross ice pass, one-timer, and they score! Luke Slavin, a one-time shot from the left side face-off circle. It's 1-0 Indiana.
There you go. There's the start they're looking for. Slavin able to get that in. He had 2 goals last night, so definitely he's comfortable with Michigan. He likes playing them so far this series. And he gets the first goal of the game, and it was impressive.
Make it 11 on the year for Luke Slavin. The third line left winger had an excellent night last night. His 16th point of the year. And the Hoosiers off to a hot start. It's 1-0 Indiana. Yurchikonis comes out to play. They found their trick early. Those cross-crease goals, that's the emphasis. As Pizzuto has to skate hard. And they won't call off icing. Or they will call off icing. Persicki thrown ahead. Brandenburg looking to start things off. He's got Slavin there, looking to center it in. Chambers working on Lazowski for the puck behind the cage. They get tied up. And it's finally dislodged by Lazowski. Michigan moving ahead. This is Jordan Rivera. He scoops one in. Feinstein rushes for it, and Timmons gets there first. Michigan able to keep in the zone, and tipped straight into Flanagan's chest.
Yep. You mentioned it earlier, those cross-crease goals. You mentioned it last night, too. See if they can just continue doing that into today and see if that allows them to succeed again. So far, true.
Pretty solid. I mean, that's the scouting report on Yurchikonis. He's really solid facing shots right on, but when he has to cross the crease, he's struggled. Pass ahead for White. Timmons gets there instead first. Poked away. Flanagan makes a stop. Couldn't corral it. So a rebound controlled by Timmons as Glenn pokes him into the boards. Cross ice and poked away for the time being. Cohen keeps it in for Michigan. Mitchell looking for Connolly in the center in the slot. Indiana pokes it away. Jaegers bumped ahead for DiLorenzo, who couldn't bat it down. Gets through. A nice reverse hit by Ethan DiLorenzo. Well done.
Rough slide into the wall.
There's DiLorenzo again. Gives to Byram. Down low, Jaegers. Jaegers loose in front. And a whistle as Yurchikonis covers it up.
Again, almost something made right there. That was a rough slide in the wall for that Michigan player heading off, I believe, DiLorenzo.
I think, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Jack White came in to challenge for the puck, and DiLorenzo said, no, I'm holding my ground, and put on a nice reverse hit. 10:54 to play, first period. Hoosiers lead 1-0. Byram left point, throws it low for Jaegers. He cuts to the middle. He shoots and went wide right. It was kicked. Friedman turns around, and Will Friedman will send it ahead to Jordan Rivera, who initially controls but then loses it. DiLorenzo, good physical play. Loses possession and puts, that's going to be a penalty actually for interference called. Delayed penalty upcoming for Indiana. Yurchikonis sprints to the bench as Jaegers touches this, and DiLorenzo's going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Yep, first
for a high stick.
Call of the day. Yeah, he's just talking to the ref about it, but yeah, he'll be going to the box for 2 minutes. Let me look.
So a high sticking penalty for DiLorenzo, who scored 1 goal last night. He's up to 35 points on the year. And we'll see how the Hoosiers penalty kill unit looks early in this game. Batted down by Rock. And a look to clear. Fights through. 2-on-2. He's got Brandenburg to his right. Gives it off. Brandenburg centered ahead for Rock, and it goes behind the cage.
Yeah, let's see if Michigan's able to make anything of this power play. Puck goes to the Indiana bench.
Our good friend Andrew Gus, the assistant coach over there on the left, has to duck and cover. So an offsides, or rather out of play from the neutral zone. Face-off tie-up, Michigan controls. Minute 35 to go on the power play. Cohen moves it to Connolly, who skates in and now turns around. Just taking his time with the man advantage. Blows past Brandenburg. Skates into the zone. Centering pass, shot, went wide. A good one taken, though, by Emmett Mitchell. He's already scored once this weekend in the game last night. Kept in by Michigan. Cohen down low for Glenn. Gives off to Persicki. Near side half wall. Dumped to Cohen, right point. Shot, blocked, and Jake Rock just broke his stick.
Useful break.
Clamoring to get Rock a new stick. He's playing without one for now. And he'll exit. Cross-ice pass. Cohen was there, but he couldn't get the one-time shot. Played off the boards. Rosenberg rushing for it. He's in alone. He skates. He shoots. What a save by Yurchakonis.
Yeah, really good look there by Rosenberg as he skid across the crease, but nothing able to make of it.
Connolly, he skates in. Another one poked away. With 23 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Wolverines. Thrown ahead for Rivera. Back to Feinstein. Cross pass looking for a slot shot by Mogul. He didn't get it done. Right point Friedman. Skates in, thrown on, kick save, still loose. In the slot, Indiana's looking to look to clear with 5 seconds. They will clear it. And a successful penalty kill for the Indiana Hoosiers. Back to full strength as DiLorenzo skates back on and will head to the bench.
Yeah, really solid defense there on the power play against Michigan. Not allowing them to capitalize on anything. Really no good shots on goal either during that power play for them.
Chambers gives to Slavin, who opened the scoring tally up. Cross-ice pass Pizzuto. He can't play it off the boards. It's too harsh. In the middle, Chambers keeps it in the zone, flips it off the boards. Turnover in the attacking zone. Pizzuto looking to skate back. Here's Feinstein. He shoots. Good save by Flanagan. Thrown low again, and it'll loop around to Slavin in the near side. They'll start things ahead. Puck on a stick. Hoosiers dump and chase. Giving the low to Rosenberg, who gets a shiver and then shoved into the boards by Regalado. Thrown low and Clapper from the point. It went wide. Taken by Pizzuto again. They'll skate back. Whistle for offsides.
See when offsides called that whistle. I mean, that referee seemed to be.
He's had that twig in his hand for a while.
He was enjoying that hardware, I think.
Well, he'll finally give Jake Rock's
broken stick
back to the bench. Not sure it'll be worth much, but spoils of war, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's Myers off the draw, and he'll flip it into the zone. Again, back to even strength, 7:15 to play first period. Hoosiers have the lead. This is Tyler Burns, tried to flip ahead, went off of Pizzuto, and a good poke check by Pizzuto to get it away. Tried to flip it ahead. Good reactions from the freshman as it's thrown crossed ahead. Burke. And getting taken to ground is Schmidt. Burke puts a shot on, wouldn't go. Batted down by Byram. Knocks down a spinning puck. Skates ahead, plays it off the boards. And Schmidt can't get it off the yellow tape of the boards. He loses his stick in the process. Michigan clears it out. And a whistle for icing.
Yeah.
Rather, no, this is going to be a delayed penalty, a hook on Matthew Schmidt. So another power play upcoming for Michigan.
Yeah,
2 minutes for hooking for Schmidt, the freshman from Warrenville, Illinois.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see. I mean, again, if it's going to be a repeat, I mean, the best shot on goal we saw during that power play was actually probably Rosenberg's against Jurkonis. So we'll see if that can change for Michigan here as they're trying to tie up the game 1-1.
Rock wins the draw. It's poked out. And Brandenburg will clear the puck into the zone. Michigan starts this push from in between the hashes. Throwing ahead for Connolly. He bats it down, pumps on the brakes. Tries to move it ahead. Almost loses it and falls down in the process. Flipped out Glenn. Dispossessed. Here's Rock. 2-on-1. He's got Brandenburg to his right. In alone. He dumps it off to Brandenburg, and a good hit delivered.
Yeah, really solid hit there by Michigan.
Moving the other way. Cohen. Brandenburg fights through. He still has Rock to his left. Dumps it in. Rock in alone. He misses to the right.
Yeah, that's
looks like he might have got whacked a little bit as he heads back to the bench.
Yeah, it did look like that. 2 attempts, though, from Indiana. That looked better than what Michigan could form so far with a minute left.
53 seconds on the power play for Michigan. Deflection in front. It went wide. That was taken by Mogul. Cross ice pass for Friedman. Fakes a slap shot. Goes in the near side circle. Feinstein. He shoots. Went up and into the netting, out of play. So 40 seconds exactly on the man advantage for Michigan. It's their second one of the game. They were 0 for 1 on the day.
And they're going to have it in their end.
Face-off draw win by the Hoosiers, and a good clear. That'll take some time off the clock. Just under 5 to play in the first. Lazowski starts things ahead. Taken in by Rivera, and Burke takes it away instead. Has a head of steam, gets by Lazowski. Still's got it, he cuts to the middle. Fancy stick handling, pass for Rosenberg, who couldn't put one on the net. Good stick lift by Burke. He'll fight through. And with 5 seconds left, Indiana back to full strength.
Yeah, again, an example of their pretty powerful power play defense.
Penalty kill unit working well, and Jaegers flips this into the ceiling. Very low ceiling here at the Frank, but into the ceiling nonetheless.
Yep.
Center face-off upcoming.
Yeah, I feel like we saw better offensive approaches from Indiana during the 2 times that they were shorthanded.
Center draw won by Jeremy. We struggled a little bit in the face-off circle last night, and this one goes out of play.
Right in front of us.
A couple of words being exchanged between DiLorenzo and Evan Fitzgerald. They're just chatting it up. And out of play again.
It's a common theme.
It is.
I think I heard you talking last night about the ceiling difference.
Well, yeah, most rinks, this is actually not a regulation size rink. It's considerably smaller in almost every dimension. The neutral zone's shorter, and the O-zones are also a little shorter as well. But it's where we play, and it's got character. 4 minutes left in the first period. Good hit by Jaegers. DiLorenzo pass to Jeremy. Couldn't find his favorite target.
Yeah, that's news to me. I didn't know this was not
Oh gosh, it's pretty small, especially in the neutral zone. Into the boards, a good hit by Jaegers. Jeremy gains the zone, but instead on offsides.
A lot of whistles here in the last 2 minutes. A lot of play stoppage. Time for the guys to catch some breath.
Yep. All 5 fresh skaters for both squads. As the third forward line steps in to take the draw. Chambers, the righty, loses that draw. We're back underway. Flips it in, working with Friedman. Puck to the center. Poked away by Byram, he'll control. Throw it into the zone. Slavin gets knocked over. Byram tried to feed it back down to Slavin in the corner, wouldn't be able to do it. And it's a race between Mitchell and Slavin to get to it. Connolly, a shot, they score! Beats Flanagan, glove side, and just snuck it past the freshman. It's 1-1, all tied up here late in the first.
Yeah, you know, it looked like he was ready for that coming at him, but it just squeezed like in between the, I don't know how to describe that, in between the upper part of his arm.
Just beat him right below the glove and above the left pad.
Yeah.
Just an unfortunate spot, but a really nice shot. And the first goal of the weekend for Asher Connolly, the junior from San Francisco.
Yeah, definitely a narrow gap there that puck was able to travel through to get into that net. So definitely an impressive goal to tie it up for Michigan, 1-1.
Hoosiers will look to answer as Pizzuto and Myers are back out on the ice as the D pair. Myers throws this ahead, and it's chipped into over the blue line by Ford. Race around and left away for Reindl as Pizzuto and Myers will back skate ahead.
Right into the referee. See if they get out of there, though.
Throw low Pizzuto. And he'll change his mind and go back up top. There's Burke. Over the red line, and it'll gain the zone. Mid-slot. He shoots. Save made by Yurchikonis. Off the boards for Jordan Rivera, and he'll try to advance things ahead. Dumps it in, and Michigan will change lines. 2 minutes to go, first period. Burke loses it. Connolly trying to start things ahead. He's got Glenn to his right. Spins around. Glenn's there, but it's instead moved away by Burke.
Good aggression there by Connolly, trying to get back up in their area.
There's Brady Ford. Tried to advance it, but it went off the ref skate. Good pass thrown to Burke, and Rosenberg will take it off his hands. Rosenberg in alone, just has to try and get low. Loops it around the net, trying to find a center, and he'll turn all the way around. Didn't elect to throw one on net. Platoon change for Michigan. And Grimes with some room to get things started. Off the boards, Rosenberg gives to Grimes. That one got thrown and tipped in front by Jake Rock and didn't find the cage. Rock at the goal line, centering pass for Rosenberg, didn't find a stick. And Grimes plays it off the boards. It'll go out, and icing on the Wolverines. So just under a minute to go. It's a tie game as Slavin got us started earlier in the period, and Michigan answered about 2 minutes ago on a goal scored by Asher Connolly.
Yeah, Connolly, I mean, even after that goal, still looking pretty solid on the ice, trying to keep it in their attacking zone. You saw him pressing up to the Hoosiers defenders. So definitely some aggression there from him.
Rock throws to Timmons with 50 seconds on the period clock. Trying to center for Ruffner, he gets tied up in the middle. Point shot, it was blocked. Michigan moving the other way. They'll throw it off the glass. And here's Rock. Advances ahead for Ruffner, but it's instead poked away by Michigan. Fitzgerald. And instead it goes to Tyler Burns in the center. 27 seconds to go. They turn it over. Burns shoots. Save made by Flanagan. Bad turnover in the defensive zone for the Hoosiers, as Rock will try to get things started with 15 seconds to play. He gets it knocked away. Byram on his backhand. Finds himself some space and flips it ahead with 5 seconds to go. Jeremy trying to take it away. That will be the end of the first period. 1-1 the score. After Slavin opened it up and Connolly answered late in the first. About as even of a first period as you can get. 14 shots for Indiana, 10 for the Michigan Wolverines, and it's 1-1 where it matters.
Yeah, impressive period, but both teams able to even it out at 1-1 to go into the second.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break. You'll hear from Barbara Holsclaw in just a little bit for her intermission report. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of period number 2. You're watching Indiana Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to the Frank, guys. We are at the end of the first period. It is 1-1 IU and Michigan. Luke Slavin and Asher Connolly are the two who scored on both teams. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've said this in the beginning. It's something similar that we looked at last night. Michigan is here for a fight and not a win. It's really looking like that Michigan's being a little bit messy. Indiana is very intentional with all their movements. I don't know what's going to look like, but I will say with this 1-1 score right now, I think Michigan learned their 7-3 lesson last night and is finally coming back for more of a bite, how Wolverines should. You'd think with a team with blue being their mascot, they'd be a little bit more chill, but today they are in for a fight. Like I said before, Indiana's really coming in with really solid movements. Even if just looking at the coaches and the team, you could tell Indiana's solid and composed, whereas Michigan on the other side is looking a little flustered. Maybe it was the drive from Ann Arbor or something else. Maybe they need to do some yoga to chill out. But I'm really hoping that Michigan comes back, maybe in for a little bit more of a punch, and we could see more of that fighting happening in the second half.
All right, we're back for the start of the second period. Sorry about some technical difficulties, but we should be back and good to go. Zach, a pretty successful first period for the Hoosiers. It's 1-1, but they didn't play too badly.
No, definitely not. Especially, they should be proud of their defense considering the 2 power plays that they gave Michigan, but were able to hold them to 1 goal, which wasn't even made during the power play. We'll see if that trend can continue into this period where both teams playing pretty equal. I mean, maybe you could answer. I'm not sure. I mean, how does it look compared to last night in terms of aggression, as I guess, from Michigan?
Well, I mean, Michigan has probably played a better first period than they did last night. They only got about 4 shots in the first period, but actually were leading after the first period.
Yeah, I did see that. That was the only period they won last night.
Yeah, Indiana really ran away with it after that first intermission. All right, top forward line out on the ice. Jeremy tied up off the draw and throws out to DiLorenzo. Actually, there's a penalty on the ice right now. Shot goes high. It's a power play right now for the Hoosiers. Their power play unit's out. Looks like Asher Connolly got sent to the box for something.
You're not the only one that missed that.
Yeah,
I did not see that happen.
Well, we take a look, and it's the first time for the Hoosier power play today. As here's Davis Yagers. Yagers finds Jeremy. Fumbles it a bit and changes his mind. Gives to DiLorenzo. Near side point, back to Jeremy. He turns on net. He shoots loose in front for Davis Yagers. Poked out by Rock and given to Jeremy. He gets the puck dispossessed. And straight, actually, a slap shot from all the way down, went straight into the glove of Aiden Flanagan.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Myers dumps it off for Jeremy, who moves it across the ice to DiLorenzo, 3-on-2. Yagers down low. Jeremy looking to shoot. Puck loose, cleared away. Flanagan leaves it for Myers, who plays it around the cage and stops up. 50 seconds left on the man advantage for the Hoosiers. Here's DiLorenzo skating ahead, pumps the brakes. And a dump off for Ray Myers, who will gain the zone. He gets hit into the boards. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain. Hopefully he's okay. Almost a turnover in the defensive zone. As here's Jeremy.
Michigan able to apply some pressure here on their disadvantage.
Only 15 seconds left on the man advantage for Indiana. Jeremy skating over ahead, in alone, takes it coast to coast and loops around. Pass to the center, Slavin a shot, and covered by Yurchakonis.
Seven seconds left in that power play for Indiana, first of the night, first of the day. See if they can make anything happen. I mean, Michigan, though, responding pretty well to that power play. Good defense and applying actually some pressure in Indiana's end. Just like Indiana was during Michigan's power play. We'll see. 7 seconds left for their power play and the puck's dropped. Slavin's over there with Chambers.
Shot from the point taken by Grimes and gloved by Yurchakonis.
And that'll be the end of that power play for Indiana. Again, like I did just mention, decent job by Michigan.
Yeah, a good penalty kill from the Wolverines. So the Hoosiers 0 for 1 on the day on the power play, but they'll have an offensive zone draw looking to take themselves up 2-1. Reindl wins the draw, finds out to Grimes. Point-to-point pass. Rifled from the point, it went wide. Good take by Timmons. Kept in, backhanded. In the slot chamber, or rather Schmidt tried to give one to Ford, and Ford couldn't put it on the frame. Off the boards, given to Schmidt. Schmidt with a lot of speed, works ahead and gains the zone. Cuts to the center, puts a shot on, gloved. 16:20 to go, second period. You got an even game and a pretty solid crowd. Nothing like last night where it was just shoulder to shoulder all the way around the rink. It was pretty awesome. Shot off the draw. Schmidt's there, and it goes away.
And a close game will definitely keep this crowd. As of now, it's 1-1 close game. Last night, it was a close game for a little bit until Indiana just kind of took it away.
Well, it was 3-2 heading into the last period, and the game ended 7-3. Hoosiers just dominated that last 20 minutes. Can't win the draw at the moment. But it comes out to Byram. Byram looking towards the net. He puts one on. It was deflected by Persicki. Irelson gets bumped into the boards by Matthew Schmidt. And Michigan trying to advance things ahead. Comes to Rivera. Rivera gets bumped off. Ford takes it away. Into the zone. He shoots straight to the chest of Jurchakonis. So already 20 shots tallied for Indiana. Only one has found the back of the cage. They're doubling the shot total of Michigan at the moment, though.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting to note. More shots you take, more of a chance you have of one of them going in. So,
well, the old saying, as it goes, you get pucks in, you get pucks on the net, good things will happen. Here's Rosenberg behind the cage. Controls and now loses it. Gets it back, cuts to the top between the circles. They score! Ben Rosenberg! As Jurchakonis didn't field it cleanly at the top of the circles, it's 2-1 Indiana, just dribbled in past the goalie.
Yeah, that was an interesting way to get a goal. Kind of, yeah, like you just mentioned, it dribbled right in. But it is a goal for Rosenberg.
That's his 17th of the year. He had an assist last night that puts him up to 31 points on the season. As they'll take the face-off draw, Hoosiers lead 2-1.
Yeah, he's having an impressive season for sure. It's the 4th highest points on the Indiana Hoosiers team, sitting at what you said, 30.
Here he comes again. In alone, he gets taken down the ice. He rather slips. No armbands go up. And Michigan will try to advance things ahead. Played off the shin of Connolly, who gains his own. Good stick handling, pokes it in, and covered up by Flanagan. Some fancy mitts from Asher Connolly, who scored the lone goal for Michigan in this game. Had an assist last night. And the right winger from San Francisco will look to continue.
Line changes for the Hoosiers. DiLorenzo's out, or in, I guess, out on the ice.
Top forward line, and Jeremy wins the draw. Pizzuto out there with Isaiah Byram. And Byram controls it near the trapezoid, and it goes into the neutral zone. Played up ahead, Pizzuto will rush back for it.
Some nice action right in front of us.
Forced ahead, and it comes straight to the stick blade of DiLorenzo, who gains his own, looks towards the net, fires a shot. It goes high. There's Jeremy. Gets lost along the puck. It went between his skates. Connolly for Michigan will dump it off to Shane Irelson. And now moved ahead for Davis Yeagers. Jeremy. Yeagers takes a fall. And icing.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing, I think, in the second period, not much action down on the Hoosiers' net. Pretty centered right now, one-sided.
Well, this actually is going to be a whistle. I didn't see the armbands up. This will be a delayed penalty. Another penalty. Asher Connolly is going to go to the box again.
Evening it out for the game now. The Hoosiers get 2 power plays in the second period.
See if they can convert now. So they have a 2-1 lead. Looking to stretch it to 2. As a 2-minute penalty on Asher Connolly for interference.
Michigan with a strong penalty kill.
Grimes shoots straight into the glove of Jurchakonis.
Yeah, and Michigan with that strong penalty kill last just a few minutes ago. See if they can mirror that and do the same thing.
Well,
same thing here.
Ruffner who took the shot. Here's Chambers. Slides in to take the draw. Falls out to Luke Slavin. Scored the first goal in this one for Indiana. And Jack White whacking for it. He falls to the ice. Finally goes away. Indiana wanted a trip. They won't get one. Michigan bumps it ahead and clears on the penalty kill. Flanagan plays it behind his own cage and gets it out of danger. Rosenberg picks it up and skates ahead. He gets bumped into the boards and off the puck. Good hit delivered by Chambers, and it goes back to Flanagan, who advances it into the neutral zone for Slavin, who consequently leaves it for Byram. Nice play by Rosenberg to play the puck ahead, even though he fell down. Here's Chambers. Looks in, good stick handling on his backhand, and he turns back around. Looking to center it, he'll instead have to leave it to the point for Byram. Byram leaves it low off the skate of Rosenberg. Flips ahead, cross ice pass. What a stop by Yurchakonis, what a save. Byram able to keep it in. Cross ice pass again off the skate of Rosenberg. Rosenberg looping it around. Byram to Ruffner. Puck on his stick. Skates in down low. Rosenberg tried to get a pass to Chambers, but he was tied up. Cross ice pass Slavin. Into the center. Batted down Rosenberg and a whistle.
Yeah, really solid save by Yurchakonis there. Backwards against the net with the puck trapped underneath him there for a second before it got out. But still, yeah, really impressive stop by him, using his full body to get that anywhere but inside the net.
Well, the whistle is because the net got dislodged, which is really didn't see too many of those last night, which is kind of a surprise when you're at the Frank. 28 seconds left on the men advantage for Indiana, and they've got their top power play line out on the ice. Jeremy is probably going to try and poke this out to DiLorenzo on the right side point. And then they'll work it around and try to find a good shot. They got 28 seconds to work with. Jeremy wins the draw, and it goes out to DiLorenzo. Given to Jeremy. Back to D'Lo. Clapper from the slot. Puck still loose in the center. Rock shoots. It goes wide left. Off the boards, pass to Jeremy. He throws one on, goes way above, and hits the glass. Myers will quarterback and leave it for DiLorenzo. Skates to the center. Cross ice pass Jeremy, looking for a shot. And he tried to center it across the crease. Couldn't find Davis Jaegers. Rock keeps it in. Flipped for Jeremy. Cuts to the center. Slot, backhand, went wide right. DiLorenzo still has it. Toe drag, and he back skates. Nobody's at the left point. Now he flips it low for Jeremy. Tried to fight through the trees. Puck still loose. And Michigan's able to clear, but it'll be icing as the penalty expired. We're back to full strength with 11:51 to go in the second. But another offensive zone faceoff upcoming for Indiana.
Yeah, back on full strength, like you said. Yeah, really strong lineup, too. So really strong power play lineup that IU had out there. So credits to the goalie, Yurchakonis, as well as the defense that Michigan had to prevent a goal.
Reindl gets tied up off the draw. Here's Burke. He takes it away in the far side corner. Gets hit, and Glenn clears it into the neutral zone. Bumps off the boards. Played for Brady Ford, who gains his own. Dump off pass for Gabe Reindl, who flips it down low in the corner. Reindl there. Burke near side. Looking to center, out to the point. Timmons, he shoots. Goes wide. And we'll look back to our left. Goes to Timmons. Michigan trying to press. Hoosiers struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment. They'll finally do it as Brady Ford bats it down. Ford puts a hit on Fitzgerald. One touch pass to nobody. Irelson off the boards for Fitzgerald. But Burke takes it away, bats down a wobbling puck. Tried to flip it ahead, did Grimes. But a shot instead, and glove by Flanagan.
Flanagan continuing his decent showing today. Only one goal. Again, not too many shots on him compared to what Yurchakonis has faced, but still, he's only allowed one, so credits to him.
Yeah, Flanagan has had a pretty solid day, but that shot from Connolly late in the first period just beat him low glove side. Defensive zone draw, won by Michigan. Jaegers will fight for it. DiLorenzo has to back skate. Trying to throw it in is Lazowski. Kept in by Michigan. Lorenzo can't remove it. And it goes up into the ceiling, out of play.
Yeah, it just looks like half of the period left remaining. See if Michigan can bounce back. We're seeing, I think, a little more pressure now on their side. See if that can continue for them.
And Jeremy wins that face-off. Jaegers looks to advance it ahead. It's instead batted down at the high slot. Jeremy works through a stick lift and skates ahead. Gains the zone. Looks to shoot. It was gloved by Yurchikonis and still loose. Prusecki. And it's kept in by Isaiah Byram. There for DiLorenzo. Turns back around. Solid awareness, and he plays it around the cage. Jeremy stops on a dime and moves away. Jeremy, puck on his stick. He'll loop around the net, try to pass it to the center. Shot by Davis Jaegers, and a good save made by Yurchikonis.
Yeah, scary offense out there. Jaegers, DiLorenzo. Any shot coming from them, pretty tough to defend sometimes, especially if they line that up right.
The Chambers line on the ice, top D pair. Pizzuto's back out as well, along with Ray Myers. Michigan takes the draw. Here's Avilo Cohen. On ahead by Mogul, given to Glenn. Glenn skates away. Center shot went wide, taken by Matt Mogul. Clapper from the point, it got blocked by Slavin, and he kind of has a breakaway. Skates ahead, backhand, cross, tried to get it to Brandenburg, who shoves Cohen to the floor. And Michigan will take it the other way. Here's Matt Mogul, 2-on-3. Has Glenn with him, a whistle offsides. Glenn doesn't agree with it, but they'll call it anyway. 9:06 to play, second period. Hoosiers have the lead. As it was Ben Rosenberg who broke our 1-1 tie earlier in the period. After the offsides, we get back going. Brandenburg, touch pass to Myers, who throws ahead for Chambers, who's going to try and rush against Hutchison. In a backhand, still loose, hacking and whacking for it. Myers trying to throw it on the net, and it finally clears away. Slavin still has it, goes to the left point. And Pizzuto fumbles it at the blue line. Will eventually backhand it to Myers. And Myers throws a neutral zone shot straight into the glove of Yurchikonis. Tried to catch him off guard. Prusecki fumbles it. They said he touched it. And Myers will look to start things ahead. Flipped in by Brandenburg. And they'll call icing. It looked like Brandenburg touched it to me, but they said, I guess he didn't. Michigan's bench wanted an icing call, and they'll get it.
And that'll bring it down into their attacking zone. Again, they're just looking for some good opportunities here. It's been lacking for them thus far in this period. See if that can change around right now as they have it down in their zone.
That'll be icing on Michigan.
Yeah, that was a quick response as I was about to get into the Hoosiers attacking zone.
So back and forth we go. 8:07 to play, second period. And Rosenberg glides in for the draw. He'll go against Emmett Mitchell. Mitchell wins this one, and Irelson will take it away. Trying to force a turnover is Rock, but it instead moves ahead to Jack Glenn. And Timmons gloves it down. Ruffner jumped over a dump and chase pass. Good hit by Rock. Timmons takes it away. Far side's face-off circle. Battle for it down on the far side, and he'll take it away. Rosenberg, turnover. Middle slot. He falls over on a shot, and he can't get it towards the crease. Rosenberg still has it. It goes behind him and left for Ruffner. He tries to put on a net, puck loose. Michigan will sweep it away. Mogul way off sides as Glenn took it ahead and Mogul got too eager.
Yeah, and also not to mention Glenn. Yeah, Glenn definitely hearing his name a bit now as he's starting to get his stick on the puck. He had a first goal last night against the Hoosiers. He's got 9 points on the season, 2 goals, so he had a second goal of the season last night.
Here's Rock. We'll throw it on straight into the glove of Yurchikonis for a whistle. Didn't really have anybody behind him, just figured he'd throw one on the net and see what happened.
Yeah, sometimes that works.
All right, Rosenberg glides in again to take a face-off against Emmett Mitchell. And he comes away. Clapper, that one went wide on a drive from Jake Rock. Marriage gets chucked into the boards. And Byram can't keep it in the zone. He'll back skate for it, and the Hoosiers will have to work away. Rosenberg, great stick handle, and he'll instead lose it away. Back skating is Fitzgerald. Marriage far side to Rock. Skates in, they avoid offside, thrown on and covered by Yurchikonis.
Yeah, Yurchikonis still getting a lot of tension down there.
He's already faced 28 shots compared to Flanagan, who's only faced 12. A really stark difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you kind of say it exactly right. Definitely a big shot differential. It's definitely something Michigan's going to want to tighten as they go into the close of the second period.
6:28 to play. Second frame, we're over halfway through this one. Hoosiers looking to take their second of 2 games this weekend against Michigan. Here's Burke, cuts inside to the backhand slot. In the middle, puck's loose, and Friedman able to remove it from danger for the time being. As Reindel's going to chase down Connolly, who goes coast to coast. Fights through Pizzuto as well, stops the breaks, and Pizzuto puts him on the ice. Out to the point. Cross point pass. Friedman, shot, save, Flanagan.
So a few of those long shots today that go right in the Flanagan's glove. I think it's the second or third time that's happened.
Well, he's got good vision.
Yeah, and definitely a lot of long shots from Michigan. I don't know, maybe that's partly because of Indiana's defense, just not allowing them to really get close to the net and get any good positioning.
Here's Lazowski, throws it to the other point for Tyler Burns. Working through a screen. Flanagan did well to stay on it. Burke, head pass to Gabe Reindl. Tries to deke around. Burke in, he shoots. Blocker save, puck still loose, he's still with it. And it's taken by Matthew Schmidt, who throws one on. Puck loose in the center, a whistle, and Yurchikonis makes the stop.
Impressive stop by him. I mean, he had 2 Indiana Hoosier players, maybe 3 actually, poking sticks right in there with only 1 Michigan defender and Yurchikonis. But he's able to get the stop. It's like it's going to be dropped.
Near side, top forward line for the Hoosiers. Grimes keeps it in, throws it along the horseshoe. Yeager's trying to pass to Jeremy, couldn't get it to his man. And it's corralled by Griffin Timmons. Grimes throws it off the board for Davis Yeagers. Taken in. Hoosiers have to clear the zone to avoid offsides. A rifling pass and icing, as Prasicki couldn't bat it down.
A common theme today, a lot of whistles called, a lot of icings, especially in the second period. It's going to be Jeremy on the drop.
Both guys steady, and Jeremy wins it. And Yeagers can't get it to his right D-man Grimes. 5 minutes to go, second period. Yeagers moving ahead. Davis Yeagers shoots, blocker save. Jeremy advances it, and Michigan will control. 2-on-2, thrown ahead for Connolly, and he'll dump it away. Flanagan plays it in the trapezoid. And it goes out of play into the netting.
Yeah, that was a solid slap shot attempt by Yeagers. Getting a further shot out, but still on point.
Connolly and Jeremy will contest another face-off draw as Connolly comes over with it. Prasicki shoots. It was blocked by, looked like Jaegers. Thrown on net again. Hoosiers doing a really good job of blocking shots tonight. Jaegers ahead. Two-line pass for DiLorenzo. Plays it off his skate. Pretty stick handling. Will go around the net and stops up. Gets some room. Tried to pass to the center. Instead dispossessed. It's alone in between the hashes. Dumps it off. Shot taken. Still loose. Yurchakonis will reposition. And Friedman gets bumped in by Jaegers. This one's played across ice. And ahead for Feinstein. He's in alone. Backhand shoot. Good kick save made by Feinstein, but a penalty upcoming. And this one's going to go on the Hoosiers.
That's going to be their third time being shorthanded today. Both times in the first period, they were able to defend quite well.
Looks like this will be Isaiah Byram who's walked over to the sin bin. Byram, a freshman from Fort Wayne, will go in for some sort of minor infraction. So a 2-minute power play upcoming for Michigan, looking to make this a 1-goal game, or rather a tie game. It's 2-1 Indiana. First off on the power play draw. Puck stuck far side. And extricated by Jake Rock. Rock falls down. Michigan keeps it in the zone. Pass meant for Mitchell that was popped up into the sky. And out of play.
Yeah, see if Michigan can make something happen on this power play. Haven't been able to do anything yet this game. Actually, nobody's done anything on the power play yet this game. So solid defense all around. Solid power play defense all around.
Brandenburg trying to make something happen shorthanded. Gets through Connolly towards the center to Rock. And Connolly plays it low. Avelo Cohen will take his time. Good stick handling by Cohen, and now he turns on the Jets. Plays it off the boards. Myers gives him the shiver. Around the net, Myers bumps him to the boards. Out to the left point. Connolly with a drive. Flicks one on, it goes high. Still loose and cleared away by Timmons. And Rock sends it down. And it's played by Yurchakonis. 1:03 to go on the power play for the Wolverines. Myers gets it out of danger. Brandenburg there for pressure, and Mogul skates ahead. Mogul leaves for Rivera. And sticked away by Flanagan. 45 seconds. Feinstein shoots. Puck still loose. Flanagan got knocked over. Lost his stick.
Yes.
Flanagan working without a stick, and he'll finally get a chance to get it as the shot blocked by Ryko Maric. Flanagan's talking to the referee. I think he might have gotten his stick kicked away, or he got shoved out of the crease. So he wanted a goalie interference penalty. I don't think he's going to get one.
No, I don't think so, but that does seem like what he might be asking for there. Really, I mean, there was a few seconds there that Michigan had could have had a huge advantage if they were able to get a puck to the net there. Pretty hard to defend when you're shorthanded and stickless.
A great clear by the Hoosiers penalty kill. 28 seconds left on the man advantage for the Michigan Wolverines. As moving up the middle is Friedman. Down Main Street, flips it in. Grimes takes into the netting. 2 minutes and 1 second left in the second period.
And just under 15 seconds left for the power play for Michigan.
Tie up on the draw, finally poked out. Goes behind the goal. Good hit by Rivera. Feinstein gives off. Fires a shot, kick save, rebound. Out to the slot. Back to full strength, 5-on-5. Rosenberg, 1-on-1, into the slot, and poked away by Cohen. Wanted to move it to Grimes. Shot, rebound still there for Slavin. Slavin gets pinned against the boards by Avelo Cohen. And it falls to the left point for Maric, who whiffs on a shot. Rosenberg's able to keep it in the zone. Rosenberg gets rid of his man.
A little bit of a stuck puck over there for a second.
1 minute to go, second period. Ahead for Slavin as he'll let it go into the zone to avoid icing. Myers will rush back to get it, and icing called.
Yeah, it's just 50 seconds left to the till the third. Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. They went into the third quite close yesterday. It was a 1-point lead, right, by Indiana.
Right.
Looks like they might be seeing a similar theme today, unless something can change in the next 50 seconds.
Chambers glides in for the draw, tie up, and it's poked away to the right point for Myers. Myers with a drive on the ice. Slavin trying to loop it around, and he'll take his time. Hoosiers doubling Michigan in shots. There's another one. Rebound there for Brandenburg, but he couldn't get a clean sweep off the ice. Pizzuto turns it over in the neutral zone, and Michigan has to dump it away because they couldn't get onside. 25 seconds to play, second period. Myers, stick lift, shot. That was blocked. Still there for Mitchell. Kept in by Hutchison. Run ahead for Brandenburg with some speed. Brandenburg winds up for a shot. It went high into the netting and out of play.
Yeah, that almost landed on somebody. Be careful, those pucks flying.
Got to keep the head up. Yeah, the netting is definitely
not tight over there.
You know, that's okay. 7 seconds to go, second period, as some fans will head to beat the concession lines, of which there is only one.
Smart.
Can't blame him. Here's Rosenberg. Jumps the gun on the draw. And he'll finally take it. He wins the draw. Shot from the point. Blocked instead. Ray Myers has to rush back. And that'll be the end of the second period. 2-1 is the Indiana lead after 40 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, you saw a kind of continuing theme in the second period. Still Michigan underperforming, I think, on their offense. And Indiana's defense just looks to be really not allowing them to get any good positioning for shots.
All right, that's all we've got for the second period. Stay tuned for Barbara Holsclaw's intermission update. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the start of the third and final period. Hoosiers lead 2-1. You're watching Indiana Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
All right, we are at the end of the second period, about to head into the third and final period. And this is what I like to see from Michigan. The Wolverines are biting back finally. But we saw the same thing yesterday when we were a little bit even in the beginning. It looked really even for the Hoosiers. And then all of a sudden, 7-3 came out of nowhere. Are we expecting the Hoosiers to do the same thing and come back with even more bite and tell the Wolverines who's boss? Or did Michigan learn their lesson from yesterday and finally like really pushing in, like trying to get their skates together and really coming through to try and secure a win today? We shall see at the end of this last and third period. This is the last time I'll be talking to you guys today. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you next time. Back to Zach and Andrew for the play-by-play.
All right, here we go. Third period of hockey on a Saturday afternoon in Bloomington. Your score at the moment in the last 20 minutes left to go, 2-1 in favor of your Indiana Hoosiers. Andrew Hillsman,
Zach
Saporito on the call. Indiana hockey doesn't really get much better than this, and a very competitive game, a one-goal game at the start of the third period as it was last night.
Yeah, and the Hoosiers know there's a bit at stake right now. They are, 5-game winning streak, 2-series winning streak. So looking for that third sweep in a row. They're not going to want to light out.
All right, well, both teams switch sides as Indiana's in their black and red uniforms. Michigan in their white and blue. Played off the boards, in alone. Good stop by Flanagan.
I like those Michigan uniforms.
They're pretty sweet, aren't they?
Good colors.
Yep.
I mean, just like colors.
Good color matchup. Always a fan of when both teams have good unis. Good stick move by Jeremy, and he'll gain the zone. Stick left off for DiLorenzo, who took one, and the net gets dislodged.
Thought that skipped in the net for their second. when it jumped over the goalie. Just went a little too far over. But yeah, so yeah, definitely been at stake. Also, the looks like they're just managers as of now, right?
Yeah, I think
Coaching
so.
the team.
Yep, that's right. Andrew Gus is serving as the head coach right now. As head coach Mark Deitch is heading down to watch his son play on senior night, so always fun for him. 19:22 to go, third period, as Hoosiers looking to make something happen in their attacking zone. Here's Ruffner looking to center. Gives off the right point. Myers throws one on. Still loose around. This is Ruffner. Dump off for Pizzuto. He throws one on, and it's covered by Yurchikonis. So 33-16 is the shot differential between these two teams. Indiana in the lead in that regard.
Quite a bit.
But to only allow 2 off of 33 shots is not a terrible day at the office for Yurchikonis. Thrown ahead and tipped to avoid icing by Ruffner. Rock rushes in. Ruffner low. Kept in off the skate of Ray Myers. Pizzuto tries to keep it in. He'll do so successfully. Centering pass taken away by Asher Connolly. Pizzuto bats it down, plays it off into the neutral zone. Ruffner fakes a pass to Rock and goes to the north. Tried to flip it in and gets his pocket picked. Thrown down. No icing. As Rosenberg will get things started. Works past Regalado.
It went sliding.
Yeah. Thrown ahead. Nobody's there. But it got tipped to avoid icing. 2 minutes gone in the third. Byram at the point, plays it off the left wall. Slavin gets bashed into the boards. Puck loose behind. Michigan's got it now. And moving ahead is Regalado. Flips it in and he'll try and chase. Still kept low, off the side of the cage. And Indiana will take its time. Byram. Scans ahead and gives to Brandenburg. Brandenburg, his shot was blocked. Chambers in alone. He just missed the top right corner.
Yeah, that was an impressive approach there. Just couldn't execute.
Delayed penalty, and it'll be a power play for Indiana. Looks like Mitchell is going to go to the penalty box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, evening up the power plays still. I think that's 3 power plays per team. See what Indiana can do with it. Still, nobody's successful with having the man advantage. Wonder if they're sending out their best line. Yeah, DiLorenzo, he's got 4 power play goals on the year. And so does Jaegers, actually.
A unit that succeeds about 30% of the time on the power play.
That would mean this is the power play.
Probably the one to go.
Yep.
DiLorenzo. Now it's kept in by Jeremy. Dump off past Rock. On the blue line. Cross ice pass. One touch for Myers. Rips it from the slot. Deflection and went wide. DiLorenzo quarterback sleeves for Myers. Thrown underneath for Rock. And he'll come back up top. Finds DiLorenzo. Winds up. Gives to Rock. He drives. Puck loose and can't keep it in. It was deflected and went away. Rock, puck on his stick. Enters the zone. Winds up for a shot. He whiffs. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Myers gives to Jeremy. Into the center. Jaegers shoots and went wide. Off the glass. DiLorenzo can't keep it in. Flanagan will play it. And leave it for Myers. Minute left to go on the power play for Indiana. Myers gives to Rock. We'll throw to Jeremy. Flip it in. Try and chase down low. Davis Jaegers is there. Near side half wall. Barely kept in off a one-touch backhand from DiLorenzo. Cross ice. Jeremy. One-time shot. That went wide. It was deflected, but a good one from DiLorenzo. Hoosiers still mounting pressure. Chambers. DiLorenzo. Throws low for Jeremy. He'll give it right back. Winds up. It was tipped. And goes to the far side to Chambers. Chambers pushes it low. Trying to move it out of danger is Hutchison. 15 seconds left. Michigan clears it out of their defensive zone. Good job, and that should be, unless they can get something started, only about 7 seconds left on the man advantage, but Chambers has a head of speed. In, right side circle. Looking to put it on, he'll loop around, back to full strength. Chambers glides into the wall near side. Ford trying to rip it away. Quarter of the way through the final period. In between the circles, an awkward shot, not a lot of speed taken by Gabe Reindl. Trying to move it to the point. He'll stay by the hashes. And Michigan will go the other way. Mitchell got it poked away by Byram. Ford moves it ahead for Chambers. And Cohen is there before Chambers can get to it. So Michigan will start things off after behind their own net. Cutting the center is Mogul. And Mogul will try and dump and chase as Michigan change lines. Byram. Looks ahead. Serpentines through. Good stick move by the defenseman. Flips up into the zone. Down for Schmidt. Works through. He shoots. It went high right. Kept in by Rosenberg, who already has one in this game. Poked away instead. Rushing back for it. This is Burns. Dispossessed by Rosenberg, who will flip it up ahead for Schmidt. Schmidt lays out for it. It's instead taken away by Evan Fitzgerald. Barely kept it in the line. Here's Regalado. They thought it was offsides. The referee says it wasn't. Marich. Near side corner, plays to the top. Rosenberg. With a lot of speed, moving ahead. He shoots. Went off the post.
An excellent shot by Rosenberg. Just missed.
He had Yurchikona's dead to rights, but the post is a goalie's best friend. Yep. Awkward line change. It's finally done. Persicki. He fires one. Gloved by Flanagan.
Yeah, I don't think Yurchikonas knew exactly where that puck was going. That's why that likely would have went in if it weren't for that pull right there. But you could say that about a lot of shots. So looks like, yeah, Rosenberg on the drop.
All right, 33-17, the shots differential. 2-1, the Hoosiers lead with about 13 minutes left to play. Connolly will leave it out for Persicki. Went low and went wide. Slow bouncer. Connolly looking to get it into the middle, into the slot. Persicki gets tied up. Rosenberg skates around the back of his cage and fights through contact. It'll come to Pizzuto now, who has some space, flips it off the glass and in ahead. Rock will get there, set a screen. And Michigan takes it into the neutral zone. Pizzuto picks off a pass. Skates in, high slot, cuts to the bottom. He gets knocked to the ice and falls in. Michigan heading up ahead. Mitchell fires one, that's blocked by Timmons. Pizzuto's back in the play. And Rosenberg will move things ahead up near side. Has Rock to his right and Ruffner to his left. They'll give to Ruffner. Looks towards the net. Good physical play by Jack White to block the shot before it could get to his goalie and went to the ceiling for a frozen puck.
A lot of that today. We haven't seen too much behind the net action.
We haven't.
With Michigan, I was hoping maybe, they like being behind the net. Maybe a little Michigan action.
It's a tough move to pull off.
Very.
Loose in the middle, and Lazowski moves it away. Grimes in open ice. Stops up and thinks about where he wants to go.
It's good surveilling.
Patience from the defenseman. Yeager is able to stop up and still control the puck. It shoots into the neutral zone. Byram to Grimes. Grimes gets his pocket picked. Here's Jack Glenn, fires one on, and covered by Flanagan. It's been a less physical game than it was last night and hasn't gotten out of hand yet. The reason Aiden Simino isn't playing is he got a 5-minute major for fighting last night, which automatically disqualifies him for the next game. So he's out today. He'll be back in the next game that Indiana plays. It'll be Cincinnati on Friday. Brandenburg.
Is that away? That's away.
I think it's a home game.
Oh, okay.
Moving ahead is Chambers with some steam. Stops up, turns around, gives to Slavin, works through. Puck on his stick. Goes to the right side point. Thrown on. Still loose in the slot. And thrown away. Byram has to rush for it. Clapper one time went way high. It loops all the way around. Narrowly avoiding a turnover is Michigan, and their D-man Friedman will play it. Mitchell tries to throw it on, a kick save. Nobody's there to pick up the rebound. Brandenburg looking ahead. Takes it over the red line. Passes to Slavin. High slot. Moves to the face-off circle and plays it around the corner. And Mitchell will take it away from Michigan. Whistle as it hits something up in the ceiling.
Yeah, again. It's 10 minutes left in this third period. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it's less physical. It's interesting, too, because, I mean, to my knowledge, it's also closer, so.
Any silly penalties can swing this game one way or the other.
Exactly. Both teams trying to avoid anything that could unnecessarily cause some pain.
Michigan has 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to make something happen. Jack Glenn skates in. Can't get it to Mogul, but Connolly plays it instead.
Good approach there.
Throws it low. Glenn behind the cage looking for Mogul in front. Won't find him. Out to the center. Connolly's there, and it gets his pocket picked by Reindl. Good stick handling. Fires one above the crossbar. Goes off the back of the net. Under 10 minutes to play. Pizzuto skates back. Focused in on Glenn, and will turn around and play the puck. Pizzuto skates to the north and loops back around. Good pressure from Michigan by Connolly. Here's Schmidt. And it clears the zone. One thrown on. Timmons shielding the puck. Gives to Pizzuto, who backhands it ahead for Schmidt. A zipper along the ice. Went wide right. Ford trying to play it in the middle. Turnover. Pizzuto comes with it instead. Floats it in. And goes off the backboard. 9:10 to play in this game. Burke will put some pressure on. And here comes Tim Lazowski with some speed. Thrown to the center, and it didn't find anything. Sicked away Flanagan. Went off the backboard again. Lazowski. South to north, and Burke has it there with some space. Gets collapsed upon by Persicki. And gets tied up in the far side corner. Burke comes away with it and loops around his own net. Turns it over, and Lazowski can't field it cleanly. Here's Ruffner. Dangerous to take it across his crease. Byram fighting through a couple of stick whacks from Lazowski, and it's thrown in. Gloved and given away by Flanagan. Move to Rosenberg. Whiffs on a pass. Sent in by Glenn. Hoosiers trying to avoid pressure. Rock. Nice one touch to Ruffner. It's got Rosenberg to his left. And offsides as Rosenberg got too antsy.
Yeah, you're just seeing looks like a lot of defense right now, just from both sides. No real good attempts, but I think that's just being hindered by both defenses.
Center ice face-off as the puck was taken over the blue line on the far side.
A lot of back and forth play.
7:53 to go. Hoosiers have a 1-goal lead. Myers to Pizzuto. Will flip it in, and the Hoosiers will chase. Played out, turnover in the middle. Ruffner passes to Rock. He shoots. Went wide. Good save by Yerchikonis. Looking for a centering shot, and it goes up into the ceiling. Out of play.
I feel like you said that
a lot.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while that I've been saying that today.
Yeah.
But welcome to the Frank Southern Ice Arena, folks. That's how it goes around these parts. Rosenberg will contest a face-off with 7.5 to play against Mitchell. Tie up off the draw, and Michigan comes away. Played near side to Rivera. Thrown ahead, Mogul, one-on-one against Myers to his backhand. Looks to throw one on, and it's poked away by Flanagan. Rosenberg will look ahead. Kept in, and Pizzuto clears it away from the dangerous area. Rock kicks it forward, kicks it again, and walks in. 3-on-2, gets his stick poked away and almost even held. Rosenberg tried to center it for Grimes, or rather Ruffner. And here comes a opportunity that's snuffed out by Timmons. Moved ahead, Rock, down low for Rosenberg. Centering pass for Ruffner, but he wasn't there to take it. Here's Grimes, the defenseman. Down low, pinned against the boards. Poked out by Michigan. Rivera loses it to Rock. 6.5 to play. Ruffner. Rock falls to the ice. Ruffner fakes the lead for Grimes. Winds up for a shot. It went wide. And he'll go off for a line change. Michigan tries to move things ahead, and Rosenberg immediately takes it away. They lose the zone. Grimes on its backhand gains the zone. Gets bumped off the puck. And Avelo Cohen will try and do something with it as he gets pressed by DiLorenzo. Hoosiers' forecheck is on. Comes straight out to Isaiah Byram. Back skating, and will move it ahead for DiLorenzo. Goes straight to the skate of a Michigan player. Gloved by Fitzgerald, and now moved ahead by Marich. Marich into the middle slot. Tried to go low for DiLorenzo, who will pick it up instead. To Jeremy, middle, puck loose, poked away. Backhand wobbling pass to Byram. And he does well to get around. Thrown ahead, DiLorenzo. Odd man opportunity. Here comes Jeremy, he shoots. Shot was deflected. Kept in by Indiana. And a whistle.
Yeah,
as Davis Yeagers is...
Michigan bench not happy about this call.
I thought that... So I guess it'll be 2 offsetting penalties? I have no idea even what happened. Lazowski's going to go to the box. Yeagers will go to the box. I assume offsetting roughing penalties, maybe?
Beats me.
Well,
but we'll be a 4-on-4.
Yeah.
You can definitely see the pickup in aggression.
Yeah.
Definitely from Michigan. They're really trying to get to that puck.
They're running out of time.
Yep. And that's leaving Indiana with some opportunity to get down back on their side.
And Michigan's going to call a timeout to discuss strategy.
Yeah, I mean, again, with 5 minutes left, down by 1, it's definitely doable for them, but they need to kind of, every stronger approach I think they get is still usually just one man, so they need to be able to get.
And the Indiana defense has played really well in their own zone.
Absolutely.
In these last 15 minutes.
And not to mention Flanagan doing a terrific job. Yeah, one goal for 20 shots.
Pretty solid day at the office.
Absolutely. Yeah, 4-on-4 too, so that'll change things up a little bit. How I would assume. I mean, how you approach offense.
Well, it gives you more space.
Yeah.
To work with, and sometimes opens up some more shooting lanes, especially on a smaller sheet of ice like this one.
Absolutely.
But off of face-off draws is going to be the method on probably where both of these teams are going to look to gain opportunities, but Indiana not content to just park the bus just yet. They're going to keep the pressure on.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Yeah, they know that I think it could be a tie game any second here, so they're definitely going to be putting the gas to the pedal. Putting the pedal to the gas. Wait, I forget.
Yeah, we got it. We know the phrase. So yeah, 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes as Jeremy glides in to take a face-off draw. He gets tied up and Michigan takes it away. This is crunch time.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe not for Avelo Cohen as he finally starts skating after sitting behind his cage for about 6 seconds.
Yeah, he likes doing that. I think he's done that a few times so far. It's usually on the power plays too.
Connolly flicks it ahead, offsides.
Looked like they had a good setup there too, just for a second.
Again, that 4-on-4, opening up some more lanes.
Yeah, it's noticeable. It's definitely just noticeable. Yeah, it's it is interesting how they. I feel like whenever they've had that advantage, I mean, you just saw it there too. They like holding it behind the net. I don't know if maybe they're surveilling for a play or at a
well, they like to start getting something going, and just nothing really developed for a while, and Avelo just took his time. As now, draw won by Jeremy. Back skating is Isaiah Byram. He gives to Pizzuto and throws behind the cage to Jeremy, who skates ahead with a lot of speed. Full steam ahead. Jeremy, cross-ice pass. Di Lorenzo can't find the one-timer. Looking to get a cross-crease goal again. Minute and 15 seconds left on 4-on-4. To the center, Jeremy can't find a clean shot. It's thrown low, far side corner. Flipped out to Di Lorenzo. He'll back skate and chip it to Pizzuto, who gloves it and puts it back on the ice. He gets his pocket picked. Feinstein moving the other way. Toe drag, and he gets his... loses the puck. Jeremy, Di Lorenzo, 2-on-2. Jeremy shoots, shot, and into the glove of Jurčikonis.
Yeah, that's a good save by him. Also, really solid attempt there by Indiana just 30 seconds ago.
Well, with Will Jeremy, I mean, you get him in between the hashes, he's a threat to score every time he's got the puck on his stick.
Yeah, that definitely got the crowd on their toes there for a second. I think a lot of people, I mean, like you said, that cross crease, they took advantage of that right there and almost worked.
4 minutes to go in this game. 2-1 the lead for Indiana, looking to complete the weekend sweep. Turnover in the neutral zone. Chambers takes it over. Main Street gets dispossessed, poked away, and Lazowski's there to avert danger as the Hoosiers still have it. Marich gets pummeled into the boards. Played off the boards, and Timmons will try to rush through it with Persicki. 15 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and we'll be back to full strength. 3.5 to play in this game. In the next couple of minutes, we'll probably see the cage become empty as Jaegers plays it right out of the penalty box. He's in, he's got a breakaway, he shoots! Saved by Jurčikonis.
That would have been an exciting goal right out of the box. But
a great stop by Martinez, Jurčikonis.
Yeah, you nailed it earlier. You said he's really good with those direct shots, and he sure has been.
So 3:08 to play. This is shaping up to be as exciting as a finish can be, as they'll take a break as nobody closed the penalty box.
Yeah, I'd be interested if they empty the cage on Michigan's end, just because most of their good offensive approaches, they just get stolen away by the Hoosiers, and they get it back down on their zone very quickly.
Face-off draw won by Indiana. Jeremy in between the circles. He dekes. He misses. Good shot, though, taken by Will Jeremy. Barely just flipped it above the net, tried to go top shelf.
Yeah, top right. Almost got it. Just a little too top right.
Jaegers leaves for Di Lorenzo. Thrown back to Jaegers, who gets bumped off and taken to the ground by Tim Lazowski. Jeremy works through a couple of stick lifts. Di Lorenzo comes away with it. Physical play in the near side corner with 2.5 to play.
Looks like we got...
Yeah, Jaegers helped his man up, but he, in the process, stopped Di Lorenzo from entering the attacking zone. 2:16 to go. Michigan might empty their net relatively soon. Thrown in. It was tipped. Icing. 2:10 to play in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I am curious if they do it. I mean, you've seen it every time Michigan takes it up in their zone. I mean, into their attacking zone, it gets taken. I feel like they just haven't if they take that goalie out, I think it would very quickly go south for them. But
Looks like Indiana's going to call a timeout. It'll be interesting to see whether Yurchakonis will stay at the bench in this situation.
certainly.
Well, you got to get the extra attacker on. It's a one-goal game. An empty netter would essentially put it away.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Michigan does. So far he's staying on the outside of the
Indiana's
bench.
defense just has to have one last stand to make it 6 in a row.
Yeah, quite impressive. That'd be their longest streak of the season.
They had a really tough start to the year. Their previous win streaks were 2 4-game win streaks, but they started off the year
Is that 6,
about
7?
2-5.
Yeah. Yeah,
A really tough start to the year.
Yeah, what a great recovery.
I mean, they've really just turned it around. A completely different looking team from the start of the year. So props to everybody involved.
Also, first-year coach, too, so maybe just a
Right.
little bit of a bumpy start.
Well, first year of the program, but Mark Deitch has plenty of head coaching experience. We'll see in his absence here right now, whatever Andrew Gus has to draw up as a defensive play. Yurchakonis will be in the net for the time being. And it clears the zone as Hutchison rushes for it. Giveaway, Chambers into the zone. He loses the puck. Still around, looking to center it is Indiana with under 2 minutes to play. Michigan's got to get something done here. They can get it in the neutral zone. Yurchakonis wants to get off the ice, but he can't just yet, as this is Evan Fitzgerald. Slavin puts the pressure on. Thrown ahead and chopped in by Brandenburg. 90 seconds to play. 2-1 lead for the Hoosiers. Almost a giveaway by Mogul, as it's tapped down and fired in by Chambers. Defensive line of Brandenburg, Chambers, and Slavin on the ice right now for the Hoosiers. Head of steam. In alone is Connolly. A shot. Good save by Flanagan, but on the attempt by Mitchell. Extra attacker is on the ice. Empty net for Michigan. 6 on 5. Here's Lazowski. Minute to play. Mitchell, far side, throws it low. Out to the left point again. Lazowski fumbles it at the blue line. Has to be careful. Indiana wants to press. Played off the skate. Good hit. Slavin throws it in. A good stop by Cohen.
Really
and
good
hacked
stop.
away.
Really good
Glenn
stop.
takes it over. Down low, taken to the ground. Michigan wanted a penalty. They won't get one. Cohen can't keep it in the zone. High stick. And it'll go the other way. As Cohen knew it. He reached it a little bit too high. 30 seconds left to go. On a D-zone face-off, they'll put Yurchakonis back in the game.
Makes sense.
But as soon as, if they win this draw and get in the neutral zone, he's going to have to rush off again. They have to win this draw, as Indiana's shown their ability to control the puck in the attacking zone. Tie up, coming in to save it. Here's Burke. Backhand on net. Got stopped. Burke again, thrown to the zone. 20 seconds to play. Still even strength. Gone ahead for Rosenberg. He bumps off a hit. Only 15 seconds left to go. Mitchell over the line. Looking towards Flanagan. Pass to the center. Nobody's there. Lazowski. Pass to the middle. Puck loose. Out to the point. Can they keep it in play? No, they can't. The time expires. Hoosiers win 2-1. It's 6 in a row for Indiana and 3 straight series sweeps.
Yeah, really impressive by the Hoosiers.
And how about Aiden Flanagan, 2-0 in his career. Well done to the freshman. Flanagan, an excellent day in the crease.
Yeah, 1 goal off of 21 shots. Quite impressive by him. Overall, I think a really good defensive game by the Hoosiers, not allowing Michigan to really capitalize on any and many opportunities.
Well, we didn't see a goal in the third period, but the game-winning goal will be credited to Ben Rosenberg for his efforts in the second period. Slavin opened us up in the first. The answer came from Connolly also in the first. And then Rosenberg got the game winner in the second period. That's all we've got from Frank Southern Ice Arena. The Hoosiers will be back in action on Friday against Cincinnati. But until then, for everybody here at the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network, I'm Andrew Hillsman saying so long. Hoosiers win 2-1. And their win streak is alive. It's up to 6. We'll see you on Friday for Friday Night Hockey in Bloomington. This has been a presentation of Indiana Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. So long, everybody.